Hey, what's going? It's your boy Slash and Burn here, and I'm making a new video for you. And today I'm making a drift build. And everybody's like, "Oh, how do you make a drift build?" or whatever. Show me. So here I'm going to teach you on my 370 Fairlady Z. First of all, I really recommend you keeping a stock engine, because that's the best engine for the car. It's fit for that car. And if it's rear wheel drive, keep it wheel drive. If it's all wheel drive, keep it all wheel drive, because it just ruins the car. Because if it's built for rear wheel drive, it's it's going to be hard to convert it to all wheel drive to make it like an all wheel drive drift car. Now, where I'm going with this, I'm just educational, teaching you guys how to make a drift car, and I'm going to teach you how to do the settings as well. Drift settings if you want to drift. So I'm going for the customizations of the car. Now this is where it's key. You either go for sport or street tyre compound or stock, depending on what car you got with what horsepower. I usually go for street because you get a little bit of grip out of it and you have a lot more slide if you want it to slide. I went with spacers for the wheels, which was good. It doesn't really matter about all this customization thing, but I thought I'd put in just in case you guys don't have the game and you want to see what cars are in the game, maybe. I really recommend you do your transmission. The transmission will let you basically toy with your gears, make the gears like a full-on drift build. Okay? Now this is where it's key. The suspension, you need the suspension, the drift suspension, because for the main reason of it is that you get more angle on your drift. The wheel turns more, and every drifter prefers it since it's been out. Every drifter's used it. I put weight reduction on it, so I more maneuverable. Right, this is where it comes key. You want your torque and your horsepower to be roughly around the same. For example, say you've got a Ford Mustang and you have 1,000 horsepower, you want 1,000 foot-pounds of torque to fit with it. Otherwise, it's not really gonna fit. You're not going to get enough spin with the horsepower, because you want grip as well as power with drifting. It's not just going mental and sliding. Okay, this is just a key thing. What I ended up with was 675 horsepower and about, I don't even know what, 875. But anyway, it was roughly the same torque and horsepower. The only way I could explain it is like, if you have 200 foot-pounds of torque and 500 horsepower, you're not going to get the wheel spinning. Now this is where it comes in key. The tyre pressure. You want the tyre pressure to be high. I usually have my tyre pressures from about 45 psi to about 55 to get the wheel spinning on the rear. Okay. For the gears, you want more acceleration than top speed, because I don't see you on the technical part of a drift circuit for you to use top speed. I would really see anybody just using acceleration to drift, make the wheel spin faster, so on. Just normal things. I usually make all these even, so it looks all clean on my gear ratios. 196 miles per hour, like, I'm not even going to use that horsepower to get to that. But the drift suspension, I've never understood why they put the front wheel on negative. But anyway, you want the camber on the rear to be out, and you want the toe to be negative, and you want them to be roughly the same on the rear side of the car, as you can see here. With all the stiffness and softness, all that, just leave it how it is. I don't really see anybody playing with that. I don't play with it myself too much. The differential here, you want to lock it up, because you get as you get good acceleration, and you get, you know, good grip, and you know where I'm coming from. And as you can see, so with the settings, you want your braking ABS off, you want your traction control off, and you want it to be manual. This will help you. For those who are driving on manual and they've never used it before, it is B to shift up a gear and X to shift down a gear. Pretty simple. And this traction control off will allow the car to slide easier and make it more fun. Now, this is going to be a bit of gameplay on my drifting, and I highly recommend that you stick it in 4th gear for most cars, because that's what I do. If you want to go any quicker on your slides, obviously go 5th or 6th gear. The 6th gear is a bit weird depending how you do the gear ratio, but yeah, I can't really say very much more than just leave you with the gameplay and see what you're going to be doing if you get to this level. But I do recommend, do not full accelerate, do not fully accelerate, because this will probably end up with you spinning out or whatever. I think you should half accelerate, and don't go into a corner too hard as well with too much speed. I recommend for you to brake around the corner, otherwise you're doing it wrong. And if you carry on doing drifting in the motorsport games or the Horizon games, whatever you're doing it, you will have really big amounts of fun. You will learn, you will get better. Like me, I started drifting in Motorsport 4 a long time ago, I know, and they might think about making it back compatible. I might make a video on that, by the way. And yeah, just have fun. Don't get frustrated over it like it's a competitive thing. Just have fun. Now I'm going to leave you with the gameplay, the rest of the gameplay, whatever's left, and have a good day, and like and subscribe. I really want to get my channel out there. I'm not giving up on this channel as easy as my other one. And goodbye.